Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Nora. We're going to do the new account challenge. I'm going to go through the stocks that I bought in 2021 so far. We're in week 20 right now. Thanks guys for returning to check out the new account challenge update. We're gonna talk about a new stock this week. It's gonna be a stock that was not in the list. I decided to start a position in a new company, but what I want to do is go over the stocks that I have and tell you a little bit about what's going on this week, and then I can tell you what the account balance is. Today, the account stands at $2,843.14. I have $61.87 in available cash as cash on the side. Okay, so as far as this year is concerned, a lot of the high growth small cap stocks, they got bogged down. They started with a bang in January, and then they sort of lost steam. But I am glad to build these positions out, but I don't want to focus too much on them right now because they're just simply not moving. They're not popular. They're not being talked about. Big money will cycle back into these type of stocks, but right now they're not because of all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that has hit the market. Of course, the crypto drop has scared a lot of investors as well. So, we're not getting a lot of the newer investors rushing into these high growth, what some would say are speculative stocks, right? You're just not. So what I decided to do this week is to pick a tried and true dividend king, a big dog in the dividend stock world, a big dog in what they call the sin stocks, which tend to do good when times are rough, when times are hard, in times of depression or recession. People tend to flock towards these, what is known as sin stocks. It is up to you if you would like to invest in these type of stocks. I like some of the things they are doing. I don't think they have a completely bad rap because of some of the initiatives they have. Okay, and the stock I chose for this week is Altria. The ticker symbol for Altria is MO, and it is right here. Of course, I added 200 because it did not add 100 last week. I did not buy any stocks for the portfolio last week because of it was very suspicious, and I was right on point because it was not a good time to buy anything. But this week, I'm going to add Altria into the portfolio, and I will be building this position out as we go. I grabbed 3 shares. Not only that, but I think this is an ideal time to get into Altria because they issue the dividend in June, which is coming up very soon. Now, the ex-dividend date, of course, you want to get in before that ex-dividend date. Check that out if you're interested. But now would be the time to start building this position out. It's sitting at $50 a share. You can get 2 shares for $100. I would grab a couple of these, snag that dividend, and lend some stability to your portfolio, guys. So I chose Altria. Of course, there are other stocks that I was looking at. I was very interested in. I was looking at possibly adding UPS. I was looking at possibly adding Coca-Cola. So those are two other great picks that did not make it onto this portfolio, but I do have some of those shares in another portfolio of mine because I like those very much. Alright guys, so let's look at the news. MO or Altria, grabbed 3 shares. Let's look up here. Now this article, it says the week in cannabis earnings of finance. and some other stuff here. Okay. In the earnings heavy week, cannabis stocks experienced considerable volatility. On average, the stocks surge on Monday and Tuesday and then drop sharply on Wednesday. I've noticed this trend as well. The stock market seems to look like it's recovering and doing nicely on Monday and Tuesday, and then as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, things start to tank. It's almost like they draw you in with this encouragement that things are moving up, and then they have a big sell-off. So I have tended to buy my stocks on the latter end of the week as of late. That is why I'm doing these new account challenge updates on Friday or Saturday, because I'm waiting to the end of the week to grab the shares. That seems to be when the best prices are, towards the end of the week. But anyway, I brought this up because Altria owns a stake in a company called Cronos. So they do have their hat in the ring as far as the cannabis sector, okay? They are 45% invested in the Cronos Group, Cronos, Cronos Group, okay? Also, Altria has a stake in Anheuser-Busch, okay? They have a stake in St. Michel Winery, okay? And things of that nature, right? So they are involved in a few things. It is not just tobacco, and they also have another small company which is growing massively, which is involved in the tobacco pouches, because some people have transitioned away from smoking and into using the tobacco pouches, right? Okay, so that is a huge industry, and as you know, they have a stake in Juul, which they do the vape devices and things like that. So these things are wildly popular. People buy these things whether they're having a rough week or they're not. People just always seem to find money for these sort of things, right? People like to unwind and relax and do what they do, right? So for this reason, I thought this would be a solid stock pick to grab a couple dividend stocks added to the portfolio, and I thought this would be a good one at this price point, because at $50 price point, of course, I can get two on any given week. When I add the $100 a week, I could get about two shares of Altria. It is in that perfect price point for this particular portfolio. Now, of course, there's many stocks that I would love to add to this, but it just doesn't lend itself because of the prices. I was looking at John Deere. I was looking at, of course, Netflix. I was looking at what else? You know, there's just Facebook, for example. Would love to add Facebook on here. And speaking of a stock I would like to add, Nvidia is an amazing stock pick. If you look in my list of videos, you will see that I did a video on Nvidia, and it has only gone up since I did that video. It has done very well, okay? It has done very well. There's a bit of a scandal. If you check out Michelle Morar on YouTube, she did a video about how there's some insider trading going on as far as the semiconductor stocks, and she will break that down. Did a great video on that. There will always be this type of stuff going on. I do believe we should build up our semiconductor manufacturing and manufacturing in general in the United States. But not to get off topic, there are many great stock picks out there. It is a bit scary right now because great stocks that you really love. Perfect example, Disney. Disney closed out at $172.50. Fantastic price. And I will reevaluate next week if I want to add another share of Disney sometime soon. But amazing companies are just not getting the love from big money right now, which is who moves the market, right, guys? You just have to have a lot of patience. You have to have conviction, believe in the stocks that you chose. Don't have paper hands and sell them. Hang on to it, ride out the storm. If you're feeling like you have to sell some things, well, then you probably have too much money in the market, right? You probably have too much money in the market if you're feeling like you are frustrated and you want to cash out. So reevaluate how the percentage of your available money in your budget that you are putting into stocks so that you don't feel tempted to sell when we have a downturn. Of course, some believe that we are in a huge bubble. So if you have made profits on some stocks, go ahead and try to trim down or take some profits. At least take out your initial investment and let your profits ride, right? So that you are operating in a sense of safety, right? You don't want to get hard hit by any sort of massive stock market correction or, God forbid, a crash. All right, guys. So I added Altria this week. Let me know what you think. Do you have this stock? What do you think about this stock? I hope you guys will continue to join me for my new account challenge. If you haven't subscribed, would love to have you part of the family here. Shout out to all my friends out there in the YouTube financial space, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.